When someone is cruel or acts like a bully, you don't stoop to their level. No, our motto is, when they go low, we go high. The difference between a broken community and a thriving one is the presence of women who are valued. Every day, you have the power to choose our better history, by opening your hearts and minds, by speaking up for what you know is right. Don't ever make decisions based on fear. Make decisions based on hope and possibility. Make decisions based on what should happen, not what shouldn't. No country can ever truly flourish if it stifles the potential of its women and deprives itself of the contributions of half its citizens. Let us not forget, I didn't just wake up First Lady. I mean, I went to law school, I practiced law, I worked for the city, I ran a non-profit, and I was an executive at a hospital. I've been in the world. I've worked in every sector, and you don't do that without coming up against some stuff. You know, having your feelings hurt, having people say things about you that aren't true. Life hits you, so over the course of living, you learn how to protect yourself in it. You learn to take in what you need and get rid of the stuff that's clearly not true. I am an example of what is possible when girls from the very beginning of their lives are loved and nurtured by people around them. When girls are educated, their countries become stronger and more prosperous. Whether you come from a council estate or a country estate, your success will be determined by your own confidence and fortitude. Success is only meaningful and enjoyable if it feels like your own. We're so afraid of each other. Color, wealth, these things that don't really matter still play too much of a role in how we see one another. And it's sad, because the thing that least defines us is the color of our skin. If my future were determined just by my performance on a standardized test, I wouldn't be here. I guarantee you that. Find people who will make you better. Being president doesn't change who you are, it reveals who you are. Barack and I were both raised by families who didn't have much in the way of money or material possessions, but who had given us something far more valuable, their unconditional love, their unflinching sacrifice, and the chance to go places they had never imagined for themselves. My most important title is Mom-in-Chief. My daughters are still the heart of my heart and the center of my world. I want our young people to know that they matter, that they belong. So don't be afraid. You hear me, young people? Don't be afraid. Be focused. Be determined. Be hopeful. Be empowered. Empower yourself with a good education. Then get out there and use that education to build a country worthy of your boundless promise. Lead by example with hope, never fear. Strong men, men who are truly role models, don't need to put down women to make themselves feel powerful. With every word we utter, with every action we take, we know our kids are watching us. We as parents are their most important role models. You cannot take your freedoms for granted. Just like generations who have come before you, you have to do your part to preserve and protect those freedoms. You need to be preparing yourself to add your voice to our national conversation. If we want maturity, we have to be mature. If we want a nation that feels hopeful, then we have to speak in hopeful terms. We have to model what we want. There are still many causes worth sacrificing for, so much history yet to be made. I wake up every morning in a house that was built by slaves. And I watch my daughters, two beautiful, intelligent, black young women playing with their dogs on the White House lawn. One of the lessons that I grew up with was to always stay true to yourself, and never let what somebody else says distract you from your goals. When you've worked hard, and done well, and walked through that doorway of opportunity, you do not slam it shut behind you. You reach back and you give other folks the same chances that helped you succeed.